Hi, my name is Beth Azor, and I own shopping centers in South Florida. And this is my podcast, I Own a Shopping Center, Now What? So it's May, and for many of us in the shopping center industry, we are preparing for the ICSC show in Vegas in a couple weeks. So do you go? If you own 1, 2, 3 shopping centers, is it important for you to go to Vegas? So Vegas currently, ICSC just told me there are 17,000 folks registered to attend. So if you own 1 to 3 shopping centers like me, I own 4 shopping centers, I think less than 100,000 square feet. Is it important for me to go to Vegas? So probably if I did not have my consulting business and my leasing training business, I probably wouldn't go. I don't think that I would have a need to go to the national show. Mostly the meetings that I have in Vegas are not for leasing my properties, but mostly for my consulting and training business. I think that the local ICSCs, Florida, for me, is hugely important. In fact, I have a double booth in Florida, which I have meetings for my vacancies and also the training and the consulting. I think that the local ICSC shows, if you have properties in Indiana and there is ICSC in Chicago, that would be probably a better, more productive use of your time, because ICSC Vegas is crazy. You know, what I do love, if you would go to Vegas as a small portfolio owner, I think probably the most important part for you would be to go to the professional development day, which is all day Sunday usually, where you can learn from people like Rappaport, who you all should own Gary Rappaport's book on investing. If you don't have that, you should have that. And lots of people speak on lots of different topics, and you can learn a lot. You can also walk through the vendor area of the booths and learn about the new tech, property management software, Placer AI, lots of things. But as far as you're not going to find the nail salon that you need or the dance studio that you need. So unless you have a property where you need national retailers like Ulta, Sephora, Starbucks, and many of them don't even have booths anymore. You know, so you have to, it's like a needle in the haystack. You have to reach out to the retailer, see if they're going, if they have a booth. If they don't have a booth, pick up some phantom place. Like a lot of people, last year, I set all of my meetings for the American Express Lounge, which is at the front of, I think, Central Hall. And when I got there, it was gone because of the convention center's renovations. So I had to email and text everyone to tell them for a new place. Crazy. So if you've never been, it's fascinating, it's interesting, but I don't know if it's productive for small portfolio owners. It works super well if you are a leasing agent for one of the major REITs that have 300 shopping centers, and you personally as a leasing agent are leasing 20 shopping centers, and you have spaces, you know, available for national tenants across your portfolio. And those retailers want to meet with you because you have 20 properties to show them. You know, you have a portfolio to share with them. Now, again, if you are wanting to buy, let's say you want to buy across the Midwest, certainly you can go and meet with investment sale brokers, and they would want to meet with you also. But a lot of people get swayed by the excitement that it's our national conference. And again, for education, certainly for connections, but it's very expensive. And I think that, you know, certainly you could go once, but I'm thinking that as a small portfolio owner, you know, the name of this podcast is I Own a Shopping Center, Now What? If you are buying your first property, I think it's way more productive to go to your local regional ICSC instead of the national one. And then now, if you do have more properties, let's say you have 10 properties, and let's say you do have some big boxes available or some opportunities for nationals, then, certainly go. Remember that the networking could start in the boarding gate of your airline or on the flight out to Vegas. If you're flying out to Vegas on Saturday or Sunday before the show starts, it's highly likely that the majority of the plane are people that you could network with. Go to the professional development on Sunday, meet with people that you're sitting around. You never know who you might be sitting next to. Reach out to retailers in advance. I find that reaching out to them on LinkedIn is much easier than email. And setting up breakfasts before the show on Sunday, before professional development, Monday, Tuesday, maybe before you go over to the convention center. One of my hacks is if I am staying at a hotel where I need to taxi over to the convention center, maybe get a car service from the hotel and then grab a couple people that are waiting in line and say, come on, jump in with me. It's amazing who some of the people are that usually I ride with that I don't know that turn out to be amazing people that I possibly can do business with. The same thing at the end of the day, you can go on the buses, you can stand in the taxi line, but for $50, sometimes you can grab a car service and then just wave people, hey, anyone going to the Cosmopolitan, jump in with me. And it's amazing who you might have a car ride with for $50. So those are some of the tricks and tips. Usually I post on LinkedIn more, about hydrating, the importance of hydration, etc. Lots of other tips and tricks. If you are going, watch for that post. But again, for small portfolio owners such as us, the retail lives, networking events we create on our own, meetups, might be more productive than our national show in Vegas. But you decide, and if you are going out to Vegas, I will be there from Saturday till Tuesday. DM me, and I would love to meet up. If you like the podcast, share it, like it, leave a comment, let me know what you want to talk about, and maybe I'll see you out in Vegas.